Howdy CEOs, and welcome to Pear Talks Prosperous Universe. Today we are going to be talking about the Convergence update and what that means for the game moving forward, as well as you as a player. So for those that didn't hear, the devs released their latest update titled Convergence. With it there were some minor tweaks here and there, but there was two big things that came out of it: private contracts and ship upgrades. Now, one function of the game that has always been around has been the local markets, but oddly enough, if you wanted to trade money or resources between you and a buddy, you needed to post a public ad on the local market and hope that nobody snatched it up before your buddy had the chance to take it. Most of the times this never happened, but what it would do is it would cause the local market to be filled with these absurd contracts. These contracts would be something like one drinking water for 10,000 CIS. That made no sense, right? But what was happening was someone was giving someone else 10,000 CIS, essentially. This made exchange between two private parties a bit of a runaround. However, the Convergent update fixed that. We now have private contracts or contract drafts, which can be accessed through the contd command. When you open this, you'll see a list of contract drafts that you've made over time, or that you can create a new one by clicking the Create New button. Once you've done this, you can view the contract. You can change the name of the contract to something a little bit more sensible. Then you can write in a preamble, so something about the contract, just to give you a little bit of a note. Then what you can do is you can actually select it as repeating. However, this function is currently not available, but they're working on it. After that, what you would do is you might hit save. But before you do that, what you're going to want to do is select whether this is a buy contract, a sell contract, or a shipment contract. And from here, you're going to apply a template. And you can see here, this is my partner. So my partner is going to deliver me 10 units of basic rations to Katoa, and I'm going to pay my partner 100 CIS. Now I'm going to type in my recipient, so it might be one of my court mates here, and then they will receive the contract draft, and now we have a private contract between two players. This is essential because then it frees up the local market for more public ads and not trades between two people in a corporation. One thing to keep in mind is that if you do want to use this feature, just like with the normal local market, you still will need to have a pro license account to make these contracts happen. Now, the second part of this update on Convergence was the ship upgrades. When I first heard about the ship upgrades, I was sort of like, I didn't really care. I was kind of like, whatever, it's ship upgrades. I'm not building ships anytime soon. But then when I put two and two together, I realized that this is a huge change to the game. Because before, if you wanted to upgrade your ship, you simply couldn't. If you wanted to get a ship with simply a bigger cargo hold, you needed to buy a whole new ship. And this could cost you millions. To give you new players watching this video an understanding, here's a diagram of all the components that go into the basic ship you currently own. But let's say that you wanted to just upgrade your cargo hold, because many people want to do that. Well, now you can. I will admit, it's still out of reach for many newcomers, but if you save up, you can purchase what would have cost you millions with only a couple 100,000 now. So to access this new update, what you're going to want to start with is the blueprint screen. So we're going to open this up with the BLU command. Once here, you're going to see a list of all the blueprints that you've made, but one in particular you need to focus on is your starter blueprint, or the BPSTRT000, start 0 essentially, right? So this one is important, and you can view it right now and see all the list of things that went into your ship. But then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a new ship, okay? From here, you maybe want to upgrade. So this is your basic ship right here. So let's say that we want to upgrade the cargo bay to a medium cargo bay. So I click medium cargo bay kit, and then maybe change this to med cargo, for instance. Okay, well, didn't stick. Med cargo. There we go. So now that I have that upgrade, I'm going to save it. Okay. Now, once I've saved it, I'm going to head over to my shipyard. But to help you out a little bit, I'll help you find your shipyards. So what you're going to want to do is draw up a list of all the shipyards. So it's SHY. And this is going to give you a list of all the shipyards in the galaxy. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, which one is my shipyard? I don't know which one it is. I don't know where my base is, and I don't know where the shipyard is. That's really easy to find. What we're going to do is we're going to type in the map command, so MAP. From here, what you're going to be able to do is find your base in the filter. So filter out your base. So my base is over here in the Benton system. And then from here, so there's my base, I'm going to be able to filter out shipyards. This makes it really easy because now you can just click this button right here, which is the shipyard, and it pulls up your shipyard. So for mine was in Yannick. So from here, you're going to see a start ship upgrade project. So this is really simple because what you're going to want to do is select your origin blueprint. So in this case, it's the starter blueprint. This is your ship, essentially. And then what is my upgrade? I want a medium cargo, is that blueprint we just created. And then you're going to click Create Project. Once we've created the project, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to view it. And this is really cool, and I really like this part about the update. Because then what we're going to be able to do is see a laundry list of items we're going to need. So 16 BHP, we're going to need a large FTL emitter, we're going to need a medium cargo bay kit, and finally structural spacecraft components. We'll need 25 of those. Once we have that list, we can take this supplies to Yannick, and we can easily upgrade our ship, which is super duper simple. Why this update is so great is because it finally puts ship upgrades and ships closer to new players' grasp, which honestly is fantastic. This reality about shipbuilding is kind of a big reason and why I started Nascent Mercantile. You see, I looked at the giant project in front of me that would have been building a ship, and I realized I really couldn't do it on my own. And honestly, starting Nascent Mercantile has been such a joy to be part of. I get to link up with some really smart people, chat about production chains, making money, and sharing in a group experience together, which is really what a corporation is all about. So if you're interested in joining a corporation such as Nascent Mercantile, I'll drop a Discord link inside the description of this video and you can check us out, see what we're all about. Anywho, until next time, CEOs. I'm working on some big things right now, and so stay tuned. Lots more coming up on the horizon on the Prosperous Universe.